What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is the 14th of August. It is Thursday. Once again, we're taking a look here at the Aerodrome finance chart. This will be a daily chart, and this is the data from Coinbase as usual. Another fantastic day yesterday for the Aerodrome finance holders. Finished up the day here 12.77%. And where did we close? We closed at 138.814. What was my target, guys? I'll let you answer that question. Boom, right here, 139 on 812. We called that target and we hit that target perfectly, and we're pulling back, which is very normal. We called that. I mean, yeah, we traded up above. I think I saw a viewer write in the comments, let's see, the high 144. Looks like 143 here on this Coinbase chart. But as these targets usually do, they usually hold the price back for a period of time. And then we can do what? Continue on, hopefully back to the upside. Here is our little breach of the target, pulled back, hung out here, and now we're just basically trading sideways. So we're going to talk about a couple things here today. We'll check out the coin market cap, altcoin season indicator. We'll drop into Bitcoin dominance. Check out the Bitcoin chart, and we'll probably wrap this video up here. So let's see, from just a quick recap here, from down at the 73 support to let's do our 139 level, 89%, and that's taken place in just a couple days here. So we'll basically go back to here about 12 days, so just about 2 weeks. Aerodrome Finance has moved 89% in 2 weeks, guys. So do the math on that. Even a small amount of money can grow quite a bit. There is a lot of opportunity in the markets. Those that say investing is risky, looking at it the wrong way, guys. Aerodrome Finance bottomed with the rest of the market back here in April. Phenomenal time to get long, just in general. And up here at $1.39. So, I mean, let's see, you're bottomed at around 28.29, all the way up to, so far, we're at 133 here this morning. So what can we look for moving forward here, guys? Well, so if we take a zoom in here, we have a daily lower high today. All right. We don't have a new higher high like we did yesterday. What does that tell us? That tells us that this market this most recent upswing is cooling off. Again, this might just be for a day or 2 days. We don't know how long this will last, but we want to see this market start to print some higher lows and higher highs, not lower highs. Although today we do have a higher low, we also have a lower high. And where did we hit when that came in? At 139, we're below yesterday's high. So we'll have to watch this and see what happens. I do have a target to the downside. Again, I don't know if this is going to come into play or not. It's quite a bit further down. Not trying to scare anybody, just telling you what the chart says. And that target is, I mean, it would take a significant pullback in the rest of the markets for this to unfold here. Doesn't mean it's not valid, but there's no other reason why it would come into play. So down here at 90.9048, it's right here in yellow and green. And the date you can see here, 8/14/25. So again, that's a downside target. I don't think that's going to come into play. That's my opinion, but just based off the market conditions we're in right now, there's no reason why this market would pull back that deeply. Again, something serious happened in Bitcoin, kind of a black swan hits the market for a day or so. Well, then, yeah, sure, you could get a candle wick all the way down there. Let's see, that's 90. So that would put Aerodrome down 32% in a day. Again, I don't think we're not in that right now. But if something hits the market and the market sell off aggressively, I wouldn't be surprised to see it pull all the way back down to that 90 and then wick back up. Again, that's just, things would have to get pretty weird for that to happen. But I'm just telling you, the targets I have. Just like I have this 139 target, I also have a target down there at 90. So it's just as important, but we're in a trending higher market, not a trending lower, and this would be more in play in a trending lower market. So what's my next targets for the ups? Real quick, somebody asked, hey, you say the market will get to 139 and then potentially cool off and pull back. Well, again, that 90 is important. That is a target below the market. I don't think we're getting there right now. What's more realistic is a pullback back down here to 120. Just basic support and resistance. So this level, this is my previous target from 88 at 120. Market pulled up here, found resistance, and then broke out above it for 2 days. A back test of that, turning what was once resistance into support, and then taking that next leg higher. That's more realistic. So to answer your question, potentially down to like the 120 area. A little bit more of aggressive pullback would be down to like 109, 111, which is where this market found support back in these days here of the 11th to 12th of August. So 120, 111, roughly, we'll see. Doesn't mean it'll happen. If the market decides to turn back to the upside, we're heading higher. Right now, I don't have any targets to fill in the space right here. We'll have to watch this market as it cools off here. Again, this red day, by the afternoon, we could be back into new higher highs and somewhere up in here. I don't have any upper targets at the moment. I'll have to relook at this later on this afternoon. But that's that for right now. 139 resistance. The next targets I do have, which they're not up to date, but they're still important, are way up there at 234 for Aerodrome. And then, of course, the 234 level takes you back to where this market peaked back in here, back in 24 December, where we double topped. And yeah, I would expect some resistance there before a breakout. 139 happens to line up with some support over here, basically this head and shoulders here that Aerodrome formed, and then the market broke. So to see the market cool off here for a little bit, we had a little bit of a choppy market at this area, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this market cool off for more than just a day. Time will tell. Time will tell. 89% move, guys, in less than 2 weeks here for Aerodrome is awesome stuff. I mean, phenomenal. All right, so 139 is the overhead resistance. I pull back to 120, wouldn't be surprised. Pull back potentially a little bit deeper to 111, 109. Again, it depends on what Bitcoin does and the rest of the market. New target is that 90 level right down in here. I'm not saying we're getting there. It would take a pretty nasty news event for that to happen. Right now, we're trending higher in a pretty strong fashion. But to see resistance at 139, very normal. That was the target, and we hit it perfectly. Bitcoin dominance, not a new daily lower low today, but not far away. I mean, beautiful resistance off the 200-day. We got the death cross. We got lower lows. We got lower highs. Awesome stuff. Great for the altcoins. Coin market cap 41 is the altcoin season index, heading higher. Looks like we hit a 42 yesterday. We're cooling off just a little bit. 75 is the direction we want to see. A little bit greedy in the market. 68. We've been a lot higher. Market can stay overbought for a very long time. Nothing too extreme just yet. Bitcoin, BTC USD. Bitcoin reversing off of an all-time high last night. Wow. Incredible stuff here. Pullback, let's see. We're pulling back here. Made a new high. Still have a target up there at 130. Time will tell, guys. Time will tell. Obviously, averages are trending to the upside. And not every day can be a green day. We'll see how far this red day goes. Guys, all links are down below. If you're not yet subscribed, join us here on the channel. Of course, not financial advice. Let me know your thoughts on Aerodrome Finance. Keep your eyes on that 120 if things get a little more red today. And then if we start to trend back higher, look for a little gains to be played at 139 and then a break above that, turning that into support. You guys have a great day, of course. Not financial advice.